you guys? Welcome back to the Fumble Live. We are breaking down the latest sports news, so subscribe, tap the bell, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends. Here's the Fumble Squad. We are down one member right now, but I'm Devin Howard. You can find me on Instagram as @DevinHoward. Chris?
It's your boy Chris. You can find me everywhere at CK2K.
Hey guys, it's your girl Britt Johnson. You can follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson.
We are giving this one final go, and let's hope it works. So obviously, we need to talk about the Mavs versus Clippers. I'm sure you all have heard about this. Kristaps stepped in to break up a fight between Luka and Marcus Morris, and because that was his second technical foul, he actually got ejected from the game. And a lot of people felt that that was a soft ejection. There were a bunch of reactions on Twitter. LeBron said it was bogus. Pat Mahomes said it was trash. People were really frustrated about it. The Mavs ended up losing, of course, and after the game, he did say that he regretted letting his emotions get the better of him, but he didn't regret standing up for his teammates. But he did say that he understood why the technical foul was called, and so he reacted, and he said that he needs to get a better grip on his emotions and his frustrations, I guess. But still, people don't think that it was the right move for the refs to eject him from the game. So, Britt, I want to hear your thoughts about all of this. Let's just dive right in. Was it justified? What was your reaction to seeing this happen?
I mean, that's basketball. You do what you do. Like, he originally looks like he went in to stop it, but then obviously he then goes back and, attacks back. So, of course, you should get ejected from the game because he kind of ended up being like the little flame starter there. And I think it's bogus. What is actually bogus is people think that the Mavs could have actually won that game just because they had a first good 3 quarters. Let's talk basketball, you guys, because the Mavs actually are one of the top teams in the league for their offense in the first 3 quarters. What happens in the fourth quarter? They're actually one of the bottom teams in their offense in the fourth quarter. So they always blow it in the fourth quarter. That is the Mavs. So nothing that Porzingis being there or not being there would have changed the game because they are notoriously incredibly horrible in the fourth quarter. So that was going to be a moment where the Clippers would have stepped up and took over the game anyway. Kawhi Leonard himself didn't have a good game in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. Yeah, he made a couple really good shots, but I think he was kind of sluggish. He didn't even play half of the fourth quarter and all of that kind of stuff. Paul George obviously was on fire fourth quarter. He did amazing, but the Mavs did not lose the game because Porzingis got ejected from the game. I just want to be very clear there because either way, regardless, in typical Mavs fashion, they don't have a good fourth quarter. And that has been something that is consistent throughout this whole entire season. So go Clippers. We are 1-0 right now. I'm so excited. And I hope we keep moving forward. But it was a pretty decent game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I actually didn't watch most of it, to be honest. I was watching the Democratic National Convention. I had to hear my lady Michelle Obama preach yesterday. So I watched that the first half of the game, honestly, and I didn't start watching until mid-third quarter or almost fourth quarter, really, for the Clippers game. But what I saw of it was good. I'm glad we won, and it's not Porzingis' fault that they lost. They always have a bad fourth quarter.
So you were having to choose between 2 very important viewing experiences yesterday. We all were, yes. So I think it's cool that you split up your time evenly between the 2. I think that we may have lost Chris. I'm not sure, but he's been making the same expression for the last 3 minutes.
Blink if you're with us.
It's not with us, so it's just me and you, Britt. So I'm going to tell you about this. Oh, Chris is back.
Oh, Chris is back. Okay, we're Chris, blink if you're with us. Then all of a sudden he comes out of it.
I don't know. Yeah, I fell asleep. My bad, guys. Sorry. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So funny. Let's just jump into the next need-to-know news story, you guys. So the Toon Squad jerseys featured in Space Jam 2 have been changed up, and the reaction online hasn't been positive. Uninterrupted unveiled the new look, and if you've seen it, yeah, you can see it right here. So definitely a brighter uniform. It's more, I guess, modern than what we're used to, which you would expect out of a reboot. I don't know, people online are not really loving it. They were reacting by saying things like, "Don't mess with perfection." This guy said, and this is the original jersey right here that they showed in January. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But so people didn't like it. People thought it was too bright. They thought it was messing with perfection. One guy said if 2020 was a jersey, that would be it, which is like not a good compliment at all. And then another person got really specific and said, quote, "The problem with the new one is it relies on jersey and shorts to be perfectly aligned to achieve the combined logo effect. And even in that picture, it's not, so it looks stupid. Plus, it's too damn bright, trash concept." And I do have to admit that Looney Tunes ripple, the little circles, it does bother me if they're not aligned on the shirt and shorts. But so I don't know if that was really the best design move on their part. I don't know. I mean, I feel sort of indifferent about this jersey. I definitely prefer the ones that they showed in January. But Chris, what do you think about it? Is the negative reaction warranted, or are people just getting too in their feelings about a fictional jersey?
People are just too damn in their feelings. You know, whenever you mess with nostalgia, you're going to get this kind of reception. So it really didn't surprise me that this happened. It's really going to come down to when the movie comes out and whether it's trash or not, because you can send out concepts of who LeBron is going up against. You could do whatever you want to do until the movie comes out. People are going to trash this movie because they are going to be so stuck in their nostalgia, which is to be expected. So I don't know. The jersey wasn't that bad to me. I'm with you though, and I'm actually with that last tweet. I need to have a matching of the shorts and the shirt and the jersey. You know that's going to be a problem because it's not always going to stay matching up, and it's going to look off, and it's going to be annoying in some instances. So I'm like you. The minute it looks off, it's going to bug me a little bit. But outside of that, I had no problem with the jersey. So messing with nostalgia, so people just mad about it. I didn't think too much of it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you can always expect people to just get like up in arms about silly things like that. But yeah, so anyway, let us know what you think about it, Fumble fans. And then now we're going to go into the post-up. But Chris, I just want to say you look like you're on one of those mystery shows where the person is trying to have their face blurred out, their identity.
Do I need to talk with that voice?
Hello, I am George.
Yeah, I got to change my voice. Hello. Welcome to Post Up with Billy. Nope, this is just my life now. I don't know how to help it, guys. But yes, welcome back to Post Up with your boy Chris. Yes, if you can look real close at your boy Chris in this fuzz, and we are going to try and get through this Post Up. Oh my, yeah, the hella blurry edition. But anyways, it's not about me. It's about the posts that I'm going to show you today because it's funny. But I'm starting off with your boy, Britt Johnson, Kawhi Leonard, or should I say Kawhi James, because my man Kawhi, for whatever reason, was out here doing his best LeBron James impression with this flop where he damn near gave himself whiplash. And it was caught on camera looking, and he hurt his neck trying to get the flop. Kawhi. You don't need to be doing that. Like, you are Kawhi Leonard. You know, you can get your foul calls the way you're gonna get your foul calls. This one was just, I thought it was hilarious. Didn't matter.
Over there though.
Say what?
My guy's almost in the splits over there though.
On defense, I saw that too. Hey, he's just trying to cover the whole floor. Let him live.
Now that is how you play defense, guys.
That's how you're ready for any situation. But we're sticking with Kawhi Leonard because Kawhi we're not done with Kawhi. Before that same game, Kawhi Leonard was caught pregame with his little makeshift robot mask, still wearing that thing loud and proud with the crazy jock strap mask, according to Britt Johnson, and the telephone cord. But what's more important is we saw him looking at his iPad, and if you look from this angle, you think that Kawhi is just ready for playoff basketball. Oh, look at the freeze frame by my man Leo. Leo out here, ladies and gentlemen. Kawhi wasn't looking at a damn thing. Kawhi was just trying to stay away from any kind of social interaction, and I'm not even mad at him for it, but you could at least like put on a YouTube video, even if it wasn't like anything. But my man said, nah, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm looking at this iPad like I'm looking at something special. But Britt, his thumb is on the end of the iPad, so he might have just hit the home button. Are you going to defend your boy Kawhi and say that he probably hit the home button, went off?
I'm glad you asked that, Chris Clark, because that was the thing on social media. Everybody was like, "Look, he probably hit the home screen before he made that turn, and it just went back to the home screen." So he could have been looking at something, and then he clicked the home screen. But as you guys know, I like to check stuff out. I investigate stuff. Thank you to some of the followers that I have, because they were able to zoom in frame by frame, do a slow-mo of him walking forward when he was still looking down. His thumb the whole time is hovering over the screen button, but he never touches it. His thumb never connects with the home screen button. So just like the one you saw before where it was like a little pump fake, he's pump faking it with his thumb here.
He faked this out.
Yes, he's faking us out. He did not touch anything. He just was never looking at anything in the first place. But Kawhi doesn't have social media. All of us have been able to use social media as a way for us to not speak to people. You're at the gym. You're, know, at the grocery store line. Obviously pre-COVID time, because now nobody talks to us anyway. But before that, girls, I'd pretend like I was like on my phone looking at something, bored like the club, just on my phone looking at something, knowing I'm scrolling through Instagram videos I've already seen. But Kawhi does not have social media.
He doesn't have that.
So he doesn't have that defense to help him out when he don't want to talk
so
to
he's just looking at the back.
Just look at his
that
screen.
Makes it funny.
He doesn't have social media.
I didn't remember downloading that app. Oh, that's nice. Anyways, well, I didn't have to talk to that person. That is hilarious. So yeah, all right. So we are okay. So we're team. He didn't press the home button. He just was straight up hitting us with the fake out. All right. I think so too. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, even if that is the case, I'm not even mad at it. Kawhi is doing what Kawhi is going to do to stay away from having any conversation with anybody, and I am all here for that. But moving off of Kawhi Leonard, we are Donovan Mitchell yet again is being caught outside of basketball in the bubble, and this time it's not by Jaylen Brown. It is by the same dude that you just lost game one against, Jamal Murray. Now, if you guys watched game one between the Jazz and the Nuggets, if you didn't, shame on you. That was probably one of the better games yesterday. But it was a showdown between Spider and Jamal Murray, who Spider had 57 points. Jamal Murray went out there and had a killer game too. He was the reason why they closed it out in overtime. So imagine having that kind of incredible game in game one of the playoffs, and then you have to go and try and smile and be buddy-buddy with this dude after the game. Well, that's what Jamal Murray did, because Spider was just hanging out right after the game, right outside, when Jamal Murray caught him and decided to film the situation. And I felt so bad for Donovan Mitchell in the situation, but here's that video.
Out here being in the bubble, I got to see this dude right after the game. He just dodged 57.
Like, this makes me so. This made me so mad for Donovan Mitchell. Like, I know he's smiling and he's laughing, but nobody. This isn't just a regular. This is the playoffs that just began. Like, I get it. You're on the same bubble, whatnot. But for you to have the nerve to come over to me and say something after what just went down, like, back off. I'm gonna see you. I'll see you on Wednesday, my guy. We're not friends right now. So I felt for Donovan Mitchell. Maybe he could probably care less. I don't know. He's a younger player. Who knows? But just me seeing this, my old head came out and be like, "Yo, man, go. It's okay if you smack him. We won't be mad at you, Donovan. We get it. Yeah. I completely understand."
Chris,
but
I need the number for the hotline, because I feel like they are now bullying Donovan Mitchell. Because why is it Donovan Mitchell again? Mm-hmm. Last time it was Donovan Mitchell with the Jaylen Brown situation following around, and now Jamal Murray's following Donovan Mitchell around. What's happening here, Chris? What is happening?
Yeah, somebody on the Jazz needs to step up. This is that is bullying at its highest form, and I think this is the perfect time to do it so Jamal Murray can be suspended by game 2 so the Jazz can catch up. Yeah, I 100% agree. Rudy Gobert, get on it. Defend your team, man. He's being bullied in the bubble.
I have the Nuggets winning that series, so no.
Yeah,
I need to be right. You know where I'm so wrong? Because yesterday I very not eloquently, I just very loudly stated that the Sixers were going to get swept, and then Gordon Hayward sprained his ankle, and now he's out for the next 4 weeks.
He sure did.
So
he sure did. So, and even with him playing, the Sixers were looking pretty good.
I might want to take back sweep. I might want to take it back.
What are you changing it to? Because y'all laughed at me when I said gentleman sweep. I'm giving the Sixers one game.
Win. I still think the Celtics could win, though. I'm gonna say I'm not even gonna do your gentleman sweep. I might say it's a 6-game series. I might say that now. I don't know.
I can't step up and say that yet, but but I'm just saying. I just want to remember y'all
right now, so we'll see.
Okay. All right, but y'all gave me hell yesterday. That's all I'm just gonna say. Y'all gave me hell. Gentleman sweep. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we'll see what happens. I think Sixers can get one.
Gordon Hayward was gonna get hurt again.
Yeah, we did. Poor guy. 4 weeks too. Anyways, but. Yeah, it's rough. But it's funny you bring up that game because the next one is actually from that same game. Now, watching that game, I saw this happening quite a few times, and it was Taco Fall on the sideline. And he does this funny thing where he doesn't come to your level to give you a high five. Taco puts his hand all the way up, and you got to come to him to give him a high five. But there was a moment when I saw it was this right here when I saw Kemba. He did it up to Kemba Walker, and Kemba jumped up and gave him the high five. And I didn't think anything of it. I just laughed. And then when I saw the picture, I'm like, yes, I'm so glad this is all posted up. Because just look at this. Kemba is barely 6 foot. And we got my man Taco. He's not coming to you. You gonna give me a high five. Y'all will record me all bubble. I'm gonna get my moment. Y'all gotta come to me and give me a high five. So I'm with Taco on all that. And also, can we get Taco some longer short or pants? They're shorts pretty much with how they going all the way up to his knees. But man, I don't know, but this is hilarious. Taco Fall. Moving on. We had another cute intro moment. The Toronto Raptors took a little bit out of the Suns playbook with their pregame announcing, just like the Suns did on their last or second to last game in the seeding games. The Raptors started off the playoffs having loved ones, family members, friends do intros for the starting five for their team before their playoff game. And all of them were great. It was cute, fun moment. But Kyle Lowry's two boys killed his announcement. And we have to watch it again right here. It was so good. It was perfect. And he's so proud, yeah. Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, that was so good. And then of course they went out to win.
That's the cutest part. That was
those intros. Because that's what the announcer does, and they killed it. It was so good. It's so good. Yeah. But so far, these family intros are 2-0. So I mean, we might be seeing all these other teams start trying to jump on the bandwagon. So because when something good happens, everyone else has to kill it because that's just how trends work. So unfortunately, I expect to see a lot of other teams doing the exact same thing. But for now, that was they killed that. They did so good. So shout out to the K Lau Juniors. But yeah, that was so fun. The Lowry. But anyways, moving on to Giannis Antetokounmpo. You hear me? I'm gonna say it one more time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You see how I said that? Like it's hard. It's a hard name to say. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Devin, can you say Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Crazy. Good job, Britt. Can you say Giannis Antetokounmpo for me?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow, it's crazy. Well, you add a lot of boos, but you still killed it in the beginning. But I'm just saying, the three of us right here just easily came and said his name. I understand it's a hard name. I just learned how to spell it without having to Google it recently. But my man, I have never heard someone butcher his name as bad as this man did right here on this TikTok. Brace yourselves.
One of the NBA's biggest stars is in hot water on the eve of the playoffs. Giannis Antetokounmpo was rejected for headbutting during the Bucks' penultimate regular season game. Oh, that's not good.
What?
No.
This man added letters that weren't there. He added letters that weren't there. Bill, can we get that one more time, please?
One of the NBA's biggest stars is in hot water on the eve of the playoffs. Giannis Antetokounmpo was rejected for headbutting during the Bucks' penultimate regular.
I have no words for this.
I'm really bad at names too, though. But Giannis, you should just know, or just say the Greek Freak, or say something else. I don't know. Come up with whatever his nickname is. Just say that. I don't know, but that was really.
Learned his lesson too late.
So somebody tried to argue with me about Giannis not too long ago, and they just called him Giannis. So at least this guy got his first name right. At least he got his first name right. He said Giannis too?
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's real? Yeah. What the? Oh. Yeah, I guess I needs to throw away his whole career. I don't know. He did say Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that dude just needs to just go home, try again next month. I don't know. That was not good at all. Anyways, but while we are talking about playoffs for yesterday, we are on the new day today. We have the first game is actually going on right now between Giannis Antetokounmpo's Bucks and Orlando Magic, and then we have a fun slate of games going on today. And the last game of the night will be the Blazers and the Lakers, and everybody is excited to see that, but nobody more excited than Rajon Rondo himself. Yes, that's right. We talked about it here. Rajon Rondo did not make the trip, but when the team first went out to the bubble, he was still nursing his injury, but he is in the bubble now. He has finished his quarantine. He is ready to practice. He has his jersey laid out, ready to go for practice, like, first day of school. He's so excited. He actually sent this picture out to all his teammates. Alex Caruso was telling reporters, telling Tanya, I cannot say your last name. We were talking about Giannis' last name. Tanya, I'm not going to try and say your last name, but he was so excited that he sent to his teammates, and then he was like, you know what? I just can't show my teammates. I'm putting it on Instagram. And then he put this picture out on Instagram saying, got my ish laid out like it was the first day of school. I've missed you with the O being a basketball. And he got everything spread out. Got the J. Cole Puma Dreamers out there just showing off. Thanks, Rondo. Again, CK2K, everything Puma. J. Cole, same thing. Just waiting. Like, I haven't heard any emails, nothing. Anyways, but Rajon Rondo is about to be back. Playoff Rondo is in the works. The Lakers need some sort of help because the Lakers did not look the greatest in the bubble, but they are still the Lakers nonetheless, and we'll see what happens when the playoffs begin. But Rondo's ready to go. Will it make a difference? We'll see. I don't know, but Rondo's excited, and I think it is adorable. Now let's go over to football for a little bit because you know that there is always somebody out there trying to get the clicks by posting out fake news. Well, DeAndre Hopkins caught somebody, Mr. John McClain, who is known, he's a writer for the NFL, who has written many stories. Some of them he's been called out for, and once again, he's being called out right now because he put up a story talking about DeAndre Hopkins possibly sitting out. And DeAndre Hopkins called him straight out, and he responded to his tweet saying, no, DeAndre Hopkins is not holding out from the source because none other than the person himself being the source. So, yeah, I'm all for that when you call a person straight out when the news is fake. I love this. And, yeah, John McClain, come on, bro. Like, this is not the first time you're getting called out. Not the first time. But yet again, I guarantee it will not be his last. We're moving off D-Hop. We're going back to the NBA where Rick Carlisle is continuing the great work that a lot of these coaches have been doing as far as pushing what is going on with social injustice. Actually, the NBA and the coaching oh my gosh, I don't know their abbreviation, but coaches in the NBA are partnered with EJI. If you guys remember, we were as well for the last few weeks, almost a month and some change. And we were telling you guys stories about tons of people who have been wrongfully accused for a lot of different crimes who are not getting the right justice that they deserve. We, told you guys those stories, and we raised damn near $2,000 for EJI, and the NBA is doing the same thing. And this man, Rick Carlisle, has been every day before he starts any basketball talk in his press conferences, he goes to the calendar over on EJI.org and he reads off the anniversary of whoever it may be that had gone through social injustice, police injustice for that day. And he would read out that article every single day, which was pretty cool. And we have a video of the one that he was talking about, I think it was yesterday, where he was talking about Watts. And here he goes. I just want you guys to see the pivot from that conversation to basketball because what's important is important, and Rick Carlisle made sure that he got that up. But anyways, here's that video. That's not it. In the beginning.
Excited for this series. Los Angeles, California, sparked by white police
there you
beating
go.
of a young black man leave 34 dead. 1,032 injured, nearly 4,000 arrested, and 40 million in damage.
Yeah, he's talking about the Watts riots because yesterday was the anniversary of that.
Excited for this series.
Seeing them to pivot, like I look, and the thing is, he's still giving the media what they want with their stupid question about what's basketball and the same old. Are you ready for the series? All right, Rick Carlisle talked to us, but he kept the same thing, even in the playoffs. So Rick Carlisle, you get applause from me, my guy. Jim Carrey, I see you, man. No, but seriously, that was really cool. And EJI, like even though we raised what we raised, but still the message is still being spread out, and I love that. So shout out to Rick Carlisle, shout out to all the coaches, shout out to the NBA for continuing that and keep it pushing because we are not done. And last but not least, I am bringing you guys another comedic video of another kid just stealing hearts. Now, this guy right now he must be a huge James Harden fan because he got called out for taking one too many steps. Now, before I show you this video, I just want to preface this by his daddy is the coach of Pepperdine's men's basketball team, none other than Curtis Allen. Okay, so when dad's calling out a travel, when you see the video, it's a travel, but my man is not going to take that line down. So here's the video of little man fighting with his dad. Come on, son, come on.
Travel, man. Travel. It's a travel, boy. It's a travel. It was a travel.
That's my favorite part is the end where he's like, I'm asking anybody else because that's how we do it. Like how grown men will do it. Like that's not a travel. That's not a travel. Yo, Russell, was that a travel? That was not a travel. Yo, this kid is beyond his years. I loved it. That he handled that so funny. So funny. But my guy, it was a travel.
So
yeah.
all right, Chris, thank you so much for that. And now it is time for Brit's Takes.
Brit's Takes.
All right, I think it's real. Thank you for the part. If you guys missed the show yesterday, watch it and you'll know what we're referring to. But I'm sorry Jackie is not here because she is missing a really good Brit's Take because I'm talking about her boy, LeBron James. So I woke up this morning, last night before I went to bed, I was just seeing LeBron James is a hero all across a bunch of headlines. And I'm just like, oh gosh, here we go again. Like he hasn't even played in his first playoff game yet for this season, and people are already calling him a hero. Why? Why, you say? Well, because LeBron James decided to go back to some old stuff. He was speaking with ESPN in a video conference yesterday, and he retold a story about a situation that happened on the banana boat trip. You guys remember the banana boat trip? On that same trip, CP3, D-Wade, Bron, and Melo had all jumped into the water and they were frolicking around together. And then LeBron had noticed that, hey, where did Melo go, right? So he told ESPN this, saying, and I quote, "I just knew that he was not back on the boat with the rest of us, so I went out looking for him. And through the grace of God and through strength and not being afraid of the water, I was able to help him back on the boat. It was the only thing that was on my mind at that point in time and was getting my brother back on the boat." And then obviously Carmelo Anthony, back then when they had first told the story, said his part of the story, and he just was like, oh, I look up and the current is taking me to the middle of the ocean, like opposite from the boat, and it was windy, all types of shit was going on in my head. I'm going to be honest with you. And then he was like so thankful that LeBron James had saved his life. And then I'm just like, did we already hear this story? Like, why is LeBron James bringing up this story again? Who cares, right? Well, guess what? He's doing the same thing that my guy Skip Bayless has been doing all week, which is getting into somebody's head. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Lakers are playing the Blazers tonight. The Blazers have been pretty hot during these seeding games. And guess who's come? Chris, who's come clutch a lot? Just answer that. for the Blazers?
It's crazy. Damian Lillard and Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony. Good answer.
Huh.
Good answer. So
Yeah.
obviously, LeBron James is in this situation where he is, okay, my guy Melo's been super clutch for the team, yada, yada. He's made a couple big threes late in the game. And you know what? I'm kind of getting a little nervous that the Blazers might be a difficult team to beat. So what I'm going to do is remind Carmelo Anthony that I saved your life, my guy. I saved you. I saved your life. And so you better not mess with me during this series. We saw Skip Bayless. He's been obviously tweeting, getting under Dame's skin. It works because when he does that, Dame actually plays better. So LeBron's like, okay, I'm not going to say stuff that's going to go against Carmelo Anthony because that's just going to make him play harder. I'm going to say something that's like, come here, my brother. I saved your life. Don't ever forget that. So then Melo's just gets a little soft. Same thing happened. We just watched The Last Dance not too long ago. LeBron watched the whole thing, obviously, because in there was a moment where Michael Jordan was talking about a series that they had with the Phoenix Suns, and Charles Barkley was getting under Michael Jordan in the first couple games. And what did Michael Jordan do? He said, I'm going to take him golfing. And while we're golfing, I'm going to give him some like $20,000 a piece earrings, diamond earrings. And guess what happened after that? Chuck never bothered Michael Jordan again the rest of that series. And after that, he went on to never win a championship in his whole entire life. That was his one chance in the NBA Finals to beat Michael Jordan. And he got a little soft and backed off of Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan had just gave him diamond earrings. Michael Jordan, after the fact, announced he knew what he was doing, said he didn't even like he called him a fat F or whatever, said he didn't even like Charles Barkley, but he was just doing that to get on his good side and make him be like, oh, that's my friend. So he would back off and not put so much pressure and push so much defense on him. Carmelo Anthony, do not take this bait. Please do not take this bait. You guys have an opportunity right now. You guys are going into this playoffs with such momentum. You guys have been playing great. You guys have so much fire. Skip Bayless is doing his job by continuing to say, oh, Damian Lillard keeps getting swept every single time he goes to the playoffs and gets in this position of doing this, that, and the third, which is pissing him off so much more. So Dame already has that fire. Do not, Hoodie Melo, get soft on us. I do not want to see that. I know what LeBron James is trying to do. This is not some hero story he's trying to tell here. He's trying to get under the skin. I was going to ask Jackie if this sounded like LeBron James, but Chris, what do you think of this situation? Do you think this is what LeBron is trying to do by retelling a story that we already heard? All of us have already heard this. This is not a brand new story. We've all heard this. Why did he tell this on the eve before they played game one against each other?
I think you hit the nail on the head because, like you said, Dame's over there getting pissed off by Skip Bayless. So LeBron's over here trying to put out at least one of the fires because the Blazers have been hot. And it was CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and Carmelo Anthony who were leading that charge. So LeBron's probably out here just trying to put out one of the fires, one that he thinks he can control because that's his boy Melo. But, yeah, I'm with you. I hope it don't work. You know what? Just because we also know, and this is my, my Knicks, my Melo fandom's going to come out a little bit. We also know when LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony go at each other, Carmelo Anthony tends to come out top. It don't matter how good LeBron's teams have been. Melo has come out on top quite a few times, except for that one playoff series against you guys. We don't talk about that. So I think LeBron James, like you said, he knows what he's doing, and I applaud him for trying, but I don't think it's going to work.
Okay. Hopefully Melo doesn't buy it. Hopefully Melo sniffs what he's trying to do and does not buy it. Do not Charles Barkley yourself, Carmelo Anthony. Please don't do it.
No.
But that's going to be it for Brit's Takes today. The game's tonight, so we shall see how game one goes for this series. I have this series going to a 7-game series. And I low-key on my personal channel said I kind of think the Blazers could pull it out. There hasn't been too many teams that have been an 8 seed that have won and beat a 1 seed, but we've seen it happen. Who knows what can happen? Game 1, 2012, Chicago Bulls, and who were they playing?
2012?
2012, Chicago Bulls lost. Was it to? I don't even know if it was to. No, it wasn't your team. But they were number 1
seed. No, it wasn't us.
It wasn't us.
Oh my God! Yeah, I can't think.
Got hurt in game 1 of that series, and then ended up losing the whole series because of it. So It's early on.
Not
Who
counting.
knows what's going to happen? I can see the Blazers pulling one out, though, just because of how hot they've been in the bubble. But Melo, stay focused, my guy.
Don't listen.
I got a lot riding on this.
76ers. That's right.
76ers,
Drew Holiday.
yes.
76ers.
Since we don't have our strongest bronzexual on the panel right now, I feel it is my duty to come forward and say I hope that LeBron's mind games work. I'm fully in support of working some magic behind the scenes. I like it when an athlete can kill it on the court and also do some sneaky stuff behind the scenes. So if it works, I'm all here for it. It has to be
So,
that.
Devin, to be fair, so you agree LeBron definitely is playing mind games here. He wasn't just, rehashing a cute little story. He's definitely playing mind games here.
Yes, I think he's playing mind games in the same way that Michael Jordan was, and I'm for it. I think that's cool. I like it. So, you know what? Do what you got to do. The Blazers are on fire right now, so I don't blame him for being worried or for wanting to do a little bit extra when they're not actually facing off against each other on the court. But you guys, we finally made it through the live show, so congratulations. I feel really good about this. We're going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to make myself a margarita because I need it. Anyway,
Right.
we'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So turn on the notifications so you know when we go live. Subscribe, tap the bell, wash your hands, wear a mask, and have a great Taco Tuesday. See you guys later. Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Peace.
Taco Tuesday!